I've just been yelling generalities in bed. She's like, we're having sex right now! We're having sex! You're going at a particular speed! Your genitals are a certain temperature! I'm almost finished!
Dating in your 30s is different. It's different from when you were younger. When you were younger, people could just like whisper sweet nothings in your ear. They just be like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. You be like, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck. I'm on what you on. When you get in your 30s, it's different. Like, you gotta whisper real stuff to me, like, I'm in therapy. I'll be like, oh yeah? For real. I want 2 kids. I want to send them to private school. I'm like, damn. Making me moist, daddy.
Bad at sex. So are most of you, though. That's how being good at stuff works. For every one LeBron James, there's 100 of this guy. No disrespect, sir. I just don't think you can bang in the post like that. I get annoyed. Everybody hypes up sex. I think that we should glorify our other qualities. I have other great qualities. I'm an incredible friend. How come that never comes up when I have my dick in my hand? It's not the in and out of sex I'm bad at. I understand that. It's a pretty simple move. My issue with sex is that I'm bad at multitasking. I'm not a good multitasker. That's not the way that God made me. Like, I was having sex with a woman, she was real, and I was having sex with her, and she wanted me to talk dirty. She was like, talk dirty to me, and I was like, no! We've been talking all night. I was so good at talking, you let me have sex with you. Can I shut the up for 15 minutes?
I'm nervous about dating now. You know, everyone's so freaky. Everyone's just choking and eating ass now, that's standard. Dirty talk is out of control, you know? A girl recently asked me, like, talk down or, like, really demean her. You know, and that's tough to do when you hate yourself so much, you know? Like, it starts out fine, but it takes a real turn. It's like, oh, yeah, you like that, huh? You slut? Huh, you whore? Yeah, I know you're whore. You fucked me, so, I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at me. You could do so much better, you dumb bitch. He's like, whoa! That is not what I'm looking for at all.
So yeah, dicks are so fun to me. I like to compliment my guy's dick. Like I did that very early in our relationship. I complimented him, and I learned that there's only so many things you can say about a dick that guys want to hear. It's like 2 things. You can be like, oh, it's so big, or like, owie. Like, that's kind of it. Like, don't stray too far outside of that. But that's hard because, like, sometimes they're not huge. Like, my boyfriend, not huge, average, perfectly average. I love it. It's wonderful, but it's average. And you can't celebrate that, you know? You can't be like, oh my God, it's so fucking expected. Like, oh, yes, fill me up with that adequate cock. Like, yeah, that's not good. So you lie, you know? Like, you're in the moment, and we were in the moment, and I was just like, it's so big. And he was just like, oh, is it? It's so big. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, we're looking at the same thing right now, come on. So big. I'm like, can you just like suspend disbelief for like 15 seconds maybe? And think to yourself like, well, maybe she's only seen baby dicks. Like, she worked in a nursery her whole life and never got a date. Like, maybe that's it. But he was like, don't lie. I'm like, okay, fine, I won't. And then I just stopped complimenting it altogether because I was like, I can't say anything. But then I realized, oh wait, I can say it's perfect. That's what I'll say. Because that's not a lie. I think it's perfect. So now I say it's perfect. So if you've heard your dick is perfect, it's average or below average. So that's just a thing I want you to know. Yes. Yes. And your lady has found a loophole.
Don't get me wrong, black women are great. Fucking black women's great because you can be a tough motherfucker. You can be like, you like this dick? And she's like, I like this dick. And it's perfect. It's great. Do it. Try it. But this is the problem with white women is they don't talk nasty like that. They say emotional shit. That hits you straight to your core. I was with a white girl the other day, and I was like, I was like, yeah, you like that, girl? You like it? You like that? And I swear to God, she looks me dead in my eyes, and she goes, you are enough. You are strong and capable. You're an Aries. But you feel like a Pisces. And I'm like, God damn it, how am I supposed to be a hard-ass nigga, okay? How am I supposed to do that when my aura is just so genuine? I don't know what to do. What do I do? It's a unique problem, you know? So for a while there, I was like, okay, no white girls. I'm done, no white girls. But then I tried to date black girls, and what I found is I'm never black enough for them. And it hurts. And she just said, yeah. She was like, yeah, shit, you know. You said it, not me. I'm just here in the... Shit, that hurts, man.
I actually bumped into a girl on the street recently in Manhattan that I used to, bang. She was a fun gal, real tomcat in the sack, real firecracker, but she would always say things in bed that would just kind of backfire. Like, I remember one time she looked me right in the eye. She goes, around me, I never want to see your penis soft. And I know she was trying to sound hot, but it just came off as terrifying. I felt like I was in a boxing movie. I was like, come on, buddy, don't go down. Hang in there. You can do it. A couple more rounds. Come on. I got to be honest, ladies. Once she said that, I had to end it with her. I had to stop seeing her. Because, ladies, you got to realize, the soft penis, that's who guys really are. Right? That's the real guy deep down. Everybody loves a boner, but that's not the real you. Right? That's the cool guy. That's you when you turn it on. That's you at a job interview or a cocktail party. I'm the guy who likes to sit at home on the couch eating potato chips. That's a flaccid penis. You see what I'm saying? The boner's amazing. I have way more in common with my soft, wrinkly, disgusting, flaccid penis than I ever will with my erection. My boner's strong, confident, got great posture. I'm nervous, insecure, and squishy. Ladies, you can't tell a guy that. Come on. Can't tell a guy that, hey, I never want to see you soft. That's like me telling a girl, hey, I never want to see you without makeup. My boner is my mascara. It's all I have. Oh, boy. Wish that wasn't true. Got to tell you, this might be the best I've ever done. I do not go over all the time, so this is nice. Yeah. I think my problem with the ladies is I want you all to like me. That's my problem. You gals, you're a tough nut to crack because you're all different. That's the thing. You know, like some girls like a nice guy. Some girls like jerks. So how do you know? What I do both. I see an attractive lady. I open the door for her and I say, after you, fatty. Mix it up, cover your bases, you know? But, you know, and these are all just jokes about women. I love the ladies. I try to be a good feminist, I do, which is tough nowadays, because some women are feminists and some women aren't. So as a guy, how do I know how to act? You know, like some girls, you open the door for them, they're like, wow, gentlemen, thank you very much. Other girls, you open the door for them, they're like, what, you think I can't open my own door? I'm like, whoa, hey, I'm just trying to bang you. Jeez Louise, how'd we get here? Good Lord. I have never paid for sex, though. Anybody here ever pay for it? All right, yeah. Get a shot of that guy so his grandmother can see this. Yeah, there you go. All right. Good for you, buddy. I don't think there's anything wrong with paying for sex, creepy guy. I really don't, you know? Sex is just a need like anything else. Why is that the one need we have where it's frowned upon if you pay for it? We don't do that with any other needs. You know, no one's ever like, ah, come on, man, you paid for those groceries? You're a young guy. You should be farming. Get out there, plant some seeds. One of my friends, he gets laid all the time. He's one of these guys that complains about condoms. I hate when people complain about condoms. Dude, you're putting your penis inside of a woman. Shut up, all right? It's a thin layer of latex. You're not eating food with the wrapper on it. You're getting laid. Get over it, all right? What, you just can't have anything between you and someone else? His dad's like, hey, son, give me a hug. Well, get that goddamn shirt off, Dad. Yeah, I want to feel this hug for once. Come on.
The guy I'm with, he won't let me call him daddy in bed. It's messed up, yeah. He says it's because he's not a pedophile. I know, I don't believe him either. Absolutely not. I have the cheeks of a toddler. I wear a size 3 in kids' shoes. You have demons, let's face them, okay? But now I'm insecure because I'm like, why won't he let me call him daddy in bed? Like, what's the real reason? And I'm just like, what if it's because I didn't go to a good enough school and he's not proud of me? What if he's legit just like, sorry, no daughter of mine went to a state school? Now, sometimes when I say that I want to say daddy in the bedroom, I can feel judgment. And I think people's minds go to a bad place about it. They're like, oh, she has daddy issues. Yeah, she wants to fuck her dad. No! Oh my God, I don't want to fuck my dad. That's disgusting. He's 75 and he's broke.
No, I do have a girlfriend. She calls me Vanilla in bed. It's not a pet name, it is an adjective. I'm not an aggressive lover, you know? Some guys will talk dirty. Some guys will be like, whose pussy is this? I know whose pussy it is. It takes a lot of upkeep. I don't want to take it on, okay? I love you and respect you. Please pee after sex. Also, my girlfriend dated black guys for like the last decade, so I don't want to ask her that and have her answer with something that hurts my feelings. Like, I'm like, whose pussy is this? She's like, well, we're fucking right now, but Daquan really put the work in.
I think my I'm not, for the sake of this joke, I'm not great at sex, and I think the problem is like, I never quite learned how to talk dirty, you know? Like, my dirty talk, I used to do like baby talk. I'd be like, ooh, you like that? That's nice. I'm hard, you're warm. Ooh, I want to put my fingies in your pee-poo. I don't even know what that means now. I feel like when hipsters talk dirty, it's just like, just as the guy's about to finish, he's like, oh yeah, oh whatever. But now I talk dirty, I just seem like some creepy old dude. I'm like, oh yeah, you like that? Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna put my paws all over your tushy. Oh yeah. Ooh. You feel that hot coffee breath on your neck? Yeah. That's that good Dunkin' Donuts coffee, baby. Ooh, yeah. Couple creams, couple Splendors on you, sweetsies. Oh, God, I want to put my schwanz in your food hole. Oh, I want you to touch my little Jewish dangler till it gets chubby and cries yogurt. Oh, God, I'm gonna you like Elliot Gould. I think that the people who have the best sex of all are dumb people, because, like, dumb people don't think, they just straight up screw. It's just like... Put me you! Yeah! Put you me! Like a cat in heat. Yeah! Like hyenas puking, just... Yeah! Oh, Sarah Palin would have made an amazing vice president! Yeah, I want you to buy me sweatpants with words on the butt! Oh! I want you to buy me an Ed Hardy t-shirt with a dragon raping a lion on a skateboard!
Are you fans of Dirty Talk? Do you like it? Are you cool with it? Yeah, okay, just like 6 of you. Good. I like Dirty Talk, but I don't like it for the reason I think you're supposed to like it. Like, I don't like Dirty Talk because it turns me on. I like Dirty Talk because I think that it's informative. I can explain. I was hooking up with a guy, and I couldn't tell if we were just hooking up or if we were moving towards a relationship. Pretty nerve-wracking. And then, on a random Saturday, he invited me over at around 7 p.m., which is a weird time. because I was like, am I gonna go over? We're gonna bang it out. He's gonna have me leave. He's gonna go about his night. I'm gonna feel used, you know? And we start hooking up, and things are getting pretty hot and heavy, and he leans in and he whispers, I'm gonna fuck you all night. And I thought, oh, good, I'm gonna be here all night. Okay. Like, I think I just came from sheer relief. You guys... He was like, baby, you're gonna be so full of my cum, you won't be hungry for breakfast tomorrow. And I was like, we're getting breakfast!
You know what my worst fear is with like men and meeting the right person? I'm afraid that like, you know in the movies, whenever a woman will finally leave some animal that's been abusing her, they always have her end up with a soft, bearded theater teacher. I think that's my worst fear in life. That I'm just gonna get real tired, I'll end up with some guy that wears a lot of corduroy and mock turtlenecks. And like a lot of beaded jewelry. There's nothing that grosses me out more than a man with a necklace on with some sort of a story behind it. No one wants to see your amulet and hear about the strength it gives you. It's disgusting. I'm afraid of ending up with just some bearded man named Richard. He just speaks in like a therapist whisper, like, hi, my name's Richard. I don't like to be called Rick. I prefer Richard. I feel like Richard wouldn't even have a man's body. He'd just take off his clothes and there'd be like a calming smear that I'm forced to have sex with. Richard would have the body of a melting candle. And he would do the opposite of talking dirty. I feel like Richard would just interrupt sex to touch base a lot. You'd be in the middle of sex and he would just stop like, hey there, hey. How's it feeling over there, huh? Just wanted to see how everything was going over there in your court, huh? Well, maybe we could stop here and process what's happened so far. Take a little break and have some soup. Would you like that? It'd be a lot of unnecessary soothing during sex with Richard. You just stop and be like, shh, 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 you're safe, you're safe. Shh, 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 you're safe. A lot of face raking. Shh. I feel like Richard's idea of talking dirty would be like, I don't think we're doing enough to protect our national parks. What do you think, huh? You little slut? You like that? Yeah? Yeah? You want me to ram you, huh? You want to get rammed? With unconditional love? That's what I'd like to ram into you, a nice support system. Do you mind if I sing This Land Is Your Land while I'm inside you? I'm a bit of a male feminist, and I don't believe in erections, so tell you what I'm gonna do. I think they're pretty aggressive, and they're not gonna happen here. No erections, not on my watch. I'm just gonna fold it in half and put it in that way. Oh! Why would he fold it in half? That is a strange joke. Why would a man fold his flaccid penis in half? It's okay to feel strange during that joke.
I went through this really long phase where I was like single and not having sex with anyone. I wanted to try something different. Now I'm in this phase where I'm in a long-term relationship and not having sex with anyone. The first time my girlfriend came to my apartment, she saw cockroaches and she started freaking out. And then I had to start freaking out because I had to pretend like I didn't know that there were cockroaches there. We were having sex recently. I wanted to have her, I don't know why that part was funny, but it does happen sometimes. I wanted to have her beg for more, and again, that was the real part that happened. You guys don't know me. I'm an animal in the sack. But but I didn't know what to say. I was like, so at first I was like, I'm gonna stop soon, and then she's like, yeah, okay. Which wasn't what I was expecting her to say. So I was like, wait, there's like more to that sentence. She's like, no, that's okay, you had me at I'm gonna stop soon.
I like when women are talkative in bed, but not too talkative. I'll explain. This one girl, her sentences were too long. I feel like the sentences, the women's should be short. Clip sentences, 3 to 5 words. Lick my clit, suck my tits. You like that? Yeah, I like that. Spank my ass. Fuck my ass. Short sentences. But she was saying stuff like, what was it about me at the bar that made you want to come up to me and talk to me initially? In my bed? Well, what happened was the girl that I was really going for, she left, so I had a lot of liquor in me. I wasn't going to give up on the night. But what was it? Why were you so drawn to me? Because I thought you wouldn't do this shit right here. She just kept talking, Hannibal, let's build this up, make it a special experience. I want you to fuck me all night. You gonna fuck me all night? Nah, not at all. How long you gonna fuck me for? Between 17 and 21 minutes. But she talked so much, it was horrible. It was the first time I ever came fast out of spite. Like, I gotta come and go to bed and sleep off your personality. You put me in a funny mental place, I probably have a weird dream because of you. I meet some crazy women. I met this one girl at the bar. It was 3 in the morning. We had some drinks, go back to her place, 4 in the morning. We get there, she says, all right, don't try to hook up with me. Don't try to hook up. You just brought me, a stranger, back to your place at 4 in the morning. What's your motivation? Because you couldn't possibly think I want to talk with you this long. And she said, I would like to hook up, but I recently had an abortion. I said, well, do you want to have another one? I didn't say that. I would never say something like that out loud. Fix your face. Don't look at me like that. I didn't say that. Why would she tell me that, though? You know, I don't deserve that information from you. You just met me. Where are your boundaries? You are oversharing right now. You know how I am? I got good buddies that don't even know how many siblings I have. And you telling me this an hour in? Whatever, girl, it's gonna be all right. You just take it one day at a time. And I will pray for you and keep you in my thoughts.